Hi. Sorry about that. No audio. Thank you, Brian. That's my Aunt Lane. Everybody say hi to my Aunt Lane. And Mel is here. And TD, this was totally random. I came down here to do production videos and I just decided I'm just going to go live. There's a lot of news that's going on. We're streaming on all platforms right now: Twitter, X, Instagram, Facebook, and a couple of different locations, and also on YouTube. I had some issues getting it set up with YouTube, but I don't know what that problem was. It kept getting stuck. We got Grumpy is here. Hello, Grumpy. And Brian Hain, who's my good friend from school. Hello, Jennifer. And Marihana is Ivanisvik. I think I said it right. So I got the volume back. Everybody, thumbs up if you can hear me. Thumbs up if you can hear me. Thumbs up if you can hear me. So there's a lot of news going on. We've got election news. We've got, I hope you guys can hear me. I hope everybody can hear me. We've got election news. We've got this crazy business with Catherine. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, Oh, Mel, look at that. Look at that. Guns out. It's gonna be a rough summer. So poor Gregopedia. So we've got election news. We've got all kinds of conspiracy stuff. I did want to throw some conspiracy stuff in here. Something very interesting is happening on my social medias. So, and I thought my makeup looked really good, but it doesn't really look good. My hair's a little funky because I was at the gym last night and I didn't rewash. I'm a little silky today. So, something very interesting is happening on my social media. So, one of the things that's happening, and you guys know, Pootie, I am seeing a lot of positive Pootie items. And I did address this with some of my friends that have a still the jury's out on Pootie's behavior. But I'm seeing a lot of positive posts about him with puppies, and it's just kind of curious that the PR is kind of going in a different direction. I am also seeing a lot of alien stuff now. I always am looking up a lot of alien stuff, and in fact, I just ordered a book on eBay. It's the encyclopedia of different aliens out there, all the different types of aliens. So I'm seeing all of these alien posts, and I'm presuming they're AI. I hope they're AI, but they're like aliens that are walking around and like doing stuff. So it's very interesting. We've got Samantha Markle this morning.
Trying to contact you.
Are they trying to contact me? Gregopedia says they're trying to contact me.
About your vehicle's extended warranty.
About my vehicle's extended warranty. So the trial with Samantha Markle, the defamation trial with Meghan and Samantha Markle has been thrown out. So we don't know if she's going to appeal. As always, there's always some kind of drama going on. So we can do a couple of things. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. You can either throw up some questions for me. Hello, Need Him. How are you? My fellow Metallica buddy. So we can, Need Him. You're always going to have that from us over here. I'm sorry. I hope you love us because we love you. So we can either do, I can do readings for you guys. I see Marihana asked for a general. I will do a general for you. But everybody else, what do you want to read on today? We can focus on news. We can focus on you guys, whatever you want to do. So Marihana, and I hope I'm saying your name right. Hope I'm saying it right. Need Him said that's okay. Yeah. So Need Him, you're getting a card. So music, bring yourself into divine. Oh, sorry, I didn't put my cards up. Let me do that. Let me get my act together here. I'm going to keep. Now I'll do big screen, little screen. There you go. We got 14 people here in the middle of the day. Welcome everybody. Welcome. It is nice and warm outside in New Jersey today. It's freezing in the basement in Gregopedia's dungeon down here. So it is cold. So
don't call it dungeon.
What is it?
Dungeon implies non-consensual things happen here.
Is it an oubliette?
No, it's more of a sanctum.
A sanctum? A sanctum?
Yes.
Does that make you sanctimonious?
I am a monk.
You are not a monk. You're a minister. You're not a monk. So, Marihana, music. Bring yourself into divine harmony. Now, this is interesting because there's something going on in personal life here where someone had posted something in a group that I belong to about having the same message, having one person promote a message and having the rest of people harmonize with it. And I thought it was a lovely way to put things. So I really thought that was great. So and Mel says, Anna, in his inner sanctum. So there we go. So let's
used to be my sanctum masturbatorum, but I can't do that anymore.
Your sanctum masturbatorum? Oh, please, Gregopedia. I hope Aunt Lane is still here. Aunt Lane's cool. Aunt Lane's cool. So, all right. So let's take a look at I'm going to go with the elephant in the room. Greg Sanctimonium. No, we're gonna go with the big one in the room. How is the Biden think tank doing after the was that State of the Union?
Yeah.
I mean it was a campaign speech. We all know that, but let's see. Grumpy Sapper, yeah, hit that like button, fellas and gals and guys and everybody in between. Hit the like button. Hit it. Hold it now. Hit it. All right, so how's the Biden think tank moving? Oh boy, they are kind of out of steam. They're out of ideas, but they're moving forward. They're hoping in one hand and ishing in the other. They're really oof. Boy. Okay. So the think tank on the election. Grumpy, there we go. I'm putting that up. Thank you, Grumpy. So the think tank that we've got here, the campaign committee, whatever we want to call it, it looks like this was a big wet squib. Just didn't get off the ground. The response to the wartime speeching there just didn't really go over as it should have. So they're looking for another solution, and how they're doing this is they're asking some of the other teams that have done this, incumbent presidents that have had re-election campaigns. They're looking to that. So I'm confident that they're going over to Timo. So, and I'm not talking about Oprah. I'm confident they're going over to Timo and saying, how do we kind of manage this? Now, the difference between this team and the O team is that the O team really had a lot more support to work with. They were working with a body of citizens that was more in favor of a reelection. They were more in favor than not in favor. So, I'm just going to snooze this alarm on my phone here. So asking them, how do we navigate this really isn't a fair question because, we're really comparing apples and chunks of stew meat. It's really not even the same basket here. And they really do need to come up with a better solution, a better reignition for this campaign before they're out of luck. So they really need to bring in some other firepower. Excuse me, let me get a cup of my tea. Hi, Michelle Kahn. Thank you. You look beautiful too in your picture. So they need to bring in more firepower on this. And it just doesn't look like what they need to do is going to be able to be delivered. It just doesn't look like that's going to come through. Up here, they shot themselves in the foot. I think having him do that fiery speech was a disservice to the messaging. I think it really eclipsed the message. So no one likes getting yelled at by their grandpa, according to Gregopedia. So over here, the messaging was too severe, too loud, too much. It was too much. So hang on, I'm just scrolling up. So that's what we're looking at there. What can he do to correct that course? What can this team do to correct the course? 1, speed. 2, asking for it. It's the same cards. You saw me shuffle. I shuffled. Move forward, asking other resources what they failed at, what they did not have in the campaign. So our high priestess sometimes is not about asking and getting answers, but it's sometimes about what don't you know? What spot didn't you fill in? And that's it. And this is, they shot themselves in the foot. unfortunately. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on Facebook or YouTube. I don't know if that comes through. So, so now I've got a few requests for personal readings. If you guys are so inclined, you can make a super chat or super sticker. If you're on Facebook, in the description of the video, there are my own personal cash apps. We do request that you make donations in order to keep the channel alive, because I am about to either go to Patreon or a subscription model for the lives. So get it while it's hot, guys. Give me a reason to keep these up and running. So let's see. General for Marihana, what do you need to know today? What do you need to know today? Well, there's some conflict going on, and you need to take charge of it, because you can take it in two different directions. So the conflict that's going on looks like it's people in your periphery. You can be a voice of reason in this situation, and you can be the one who splits the behavior into either one progressive path or another one. Not everybody's going to like it, so you're going to have to be the disciplinarian here. You're going to have to be the judge and jury, and the person who kind of continues with that line of thinking. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that gets you through your day. And we're going to take that one out of there. And need him. Anything your spiritual guides want you to know. So I've got this really cool deck here from my Hay House subscription box, Divine Masters. Let's see what the Divine Masters have to say. Speaking of these wild aliens that I'm seeing all over the place. Not in real life, for those of you that are just joining. I keep seeing them on social media. Are they prepping me? Am I getting ready? I don't know. I have this crazy fear that we're going to have a UFO land in our backyard, or reptilians are going to dig their way out of the underground bunker they have in our backyard. The lizard people. We have to carve out that video when I used the Y-Files deck and did that reading. So, Lady Portia, overcoming limitations and karmic release. Let go of the need to be right. So, need him. This is wild, because I was talking about this with Rick Paul yesterday on our live. One of the things, my goal in most of my endeavors is to make an area better than it was, improve upon it before I leave. It's one of the things I did in my last job. I created some training materials and PowerPoints and videos for people that were going to take over my book of business, because I did want them to succeed. Unfortunately, in situations, sometimes you have to say, enough is enough. I'm not going to participate in this anymore. So letting go of that need to be right can also free up a whole bunch of creative energy. I'm being very creative in a number of departments in my life, and I really need to conserve and consolidate that energy for things that are going to be beneficial for me and people around me. So you may need to do that as well. Michelle Khan, love, please. No, it is spelled that way, but Greg yelled Khan, like in the Star Trek movie. So the love reading, soon we'll be making another run. The love boat down. All right, so we're gonna do what you need, what you want, what you get, or what you want. Ooh. What you need, what you get. So this is interesting for a love reading. I would say that this is really interesting. I find tarot fascinating, because we have 78 cards, upside down, reversals. I teach my students that every card actually has 6 meanings to make it more complicated. It's not just 2. So if Alexa, what is 78 times 6?
78 times 6 is 468.
So basically, out of a tarot deck, we can get 468 different nuances and meanings. So and then you have the different spreads, different placements. You can wind up with some really pointed and especially specific language. So this is a real quick want, need, get. So in love, Michelle, love, the language of love. So there's my Jersey accent for you guys who aren't familiar with it. Love, the language of love. It's from Better Off Dead, which was the John Cusack movie. It was his breakout movie, according to Greg and I, but he doesn't think so. John Cusack thinks that his breakout movie was Say Anything, but we think it was Better Off Dead. And fun fact, Gregopedia and I, our first dance at our wedding was to Arrested by You, which was the song that Lane Myers played for Monique in the burger place. What was the name of the burger place? Pat Pig. So everybody wants some. So all right. So back to Michelle. So Michelle, here, what you want is you want this firecracker. You want somebody to light your life up. You want somebody to be appealing and good looking and fun and go mountain climbing and jumping out of airplanes and all this fun stuff. You want somebody who's going to be hot and fun.
I'm already taken.
And Gregopedia said he's already taken. So you don't jump out of airplanes. So what you need is you need to throw out this baby with the bathwater, because this is not actually what you need. You need to redesign. I don't know what age group you're in, but sometimes you need to redesign that ideal mate. So what I would do is sit down and draw up a description of the desired mate. So, and I don't mean somebody for right now. I mean somebody for long term. If that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for like a long-term committed relationship, I would write down all of the things that you want out of that person. Do you want them to be a chemist? Do you, or he or she? Do you want them to be a professional? Do you want them to be an artist? And just kind of run down the image that you see in the future, the vision of your life. And then you'll be able to determine, because this is what you get. You're going to get pathways that go either way. Both are foundations, but one will be more appealing than the other. So if you decide that you want to go with party person, somebody who's really fun, there are limitations to that kind of lifestyle. If you want to go with someone who's professional, there are limitations to that kind of lifestyle as well, that you may not be able to live out all of your super fun exact fantasies. But if we go back and we write up what we want, we can have it all. You gonna sing it, Greg?
What?
You can have it all. Little 9 Inch Nails for you guys. I hope Brian's still here, because now he'll be laughing at me singing 9 Inch Nails on here. Semina. 2 short questions. All right. That is okay. Which months Paris, Salon, let me see. And will I marry in 2000? Okay. So let me see. All right, we're bringing that up. Oh, need him. Thank you, darling. You're a peach. All right, need him.
Need him the Natalka person?
Yes.
Does need him know that every time we take a shower, we have to go take a shower?
Wait, what do you mean?
We're going to jump in the shower?
Oh, jump in the shower. Do. I didn't say that. Oh, Heather, what are you doing on Instagram? You should be studying at school right now. I see Heather.
Our Heather?
That's our Heather.
What's she doing?
She's checking out Instagram in school. We love you, Heather. All right, let's see what we get. Harris, where are you? What's going on, Harris? Hey, Hey, did anybody see that there was an internet rumor yesterday that Harrison Ford died? I freaked out and was like looking at every news source out there, and I was like, "Oh my god, not Indiana Jones!" So, Semina, which month? So that's summer. We got a summer month. I'm going with summer. And will you get married in 24? Boom. That looks like a no. 25. This looks like a maybe. This could be a maybe. So we're going to have to take a look at that a little bit further in the future. So keep on it. Hello, people that are just jumping in. So we're either doing personal questions. I was kind of thinking we were just going to do news on here, but we got some uh so I gotta hide. Thank you, Janice. All right. So need him. That's great. That's great. So that makes sense. Awesome. Awesome. Hello, Deborah, the lady with the wrench. Everybody, give a round of applause to my mods here, Tarot Destiny and Deborah. They are awesome. Awesome people. Oh, Brian said that I was singing Johnny Cash, not 9 Inch Nails. So, all right. So fun fact, when we were trying to figure out what our wedding song was, Greg's what was your top pick from 9 Inch Nails? Closer. Would have been really awkward to transition from the parent dance from that. If you guys don't know 9 Inch Nails, the song's a little interesting. Not an appropriate wedding song. Hello, Marie Jones. How are you? Aries, Rainbow Child. Hello, darling. Hello. So, Brian said that would be an interesting one. So let's take a look at the news. Well, let's take a look at this weird phenomenon that I'm seeing with Pootie. Oh wait, Deborah's got a good question. Deborah's got a better question. So thank you, Deborah, amazing mod. So let's see what Madame Ruby sees. I just had a news thing flash up. I moved to Finland and it was the greatest thing I ever did. And I actually just saw a huge house in Finland. I sent it over to my girlfriend Kay and was like, it's not that much money. What if we all went there and lived there? And she was like, So very, very interesting. So let's see. Judge. And I don't even know the judge in this in the case. I don't even know who the judge is, if it's male or female. Was the judge bought off? We're looking for justice cards here. We're looking for money. Oh yeah, something's up, guys. Something's up. So I think that I don't know if I think they found a loophole. I don't think this was like a bought and sold kind of thing. So it looks like there was some kind of agreement that was going on here. Some kind of discussion, but it wasn't like Meghan Markle herself. This was like the lawyers. They found a way to do this. Deborah said she got the same cards. All right, nice. There's something that's up here. And this lover's card really suggests that there's possibly like professional relationship that's going on there. So, is there something afoot? I think there is, but I think it's with the letter of the law. I don't think that this is something that was done underhanded. It just really feels like this was with the letter of the law. So over here, we've got this shady business going on here, and that the case was just going to take forever. It was just going to be super annoying and take forever. And everyone was glad to be done with it. Cutting it off, the judge was like, yeah, this is just going to go on and on and on. Under the surface, it's not yet over. Not yet over. So, Debs, which cards did you get, honey bunny? Oh, Julianne Lewis. Hello, darling. So let's see. Are we going to see an appeal? Is Samantha going to see an appeal, or is she going to start an appeal? She's not being advised that they're pausing for a moment. Is she going to sue civilly, which is something that I thought was going to happen? There we go. I think we're going to see a civil suit, a la O.J. Simpson, the Browns, and oh, isn't it terrible? I forgot his name. The young man that was with
Goldman.
What was that? Goldman. Thank you. What was his first name?
What was it? Goldman.
Was it Goldman?
Was it Goldman?
What was his first name?
Ronald? Was it?
Ron Goldman. Thank you. Now, is that the dad?
I don't know.
I don't know. That was a long time ago.
Ronald.
But I think we're going to see a different kind of case come up. Ronald, thank you, Brian and Greg. Thank you guys for confirming that. I think we're going to see a civil suit, which will be interesting because the rules are different in civil suits. I'm not an attorney. I am only a crazy little psychic who had a terrible night's sleep last night. Oh, you got Death, Lovers, Three of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and the Tower. Yeah, there's something up here. There's something in the way she moves me. So, all right. So let's oh, this whole thing with Netanyahu too. I'm losing people left and right. Jimmy Kimmel, news is just popping up here. Steve Bannon suggests that Donald Trump has been bought. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at Steve Bannon, who just looks like somebody's drunk uncle. I mean, I'm sorry. He does. He just looks like somebody's drunk uncle. So Steve Bannon with this, Donald Trump has been bought and sold. I'll read a little bit of this to you. So it says Steve Bannon, the one-time advisor to Donald Trump, suggested Saturday the former president was paid off after a shift in stance on TikTok. So I'm not going to play the video. It's on Newsweek. You guys can go see it. So what with Steve Bannon? See, yeah, he's making it. Oh, he is making his way away from 45. He is, you know that saying where people like they may the bridges that I burn light the way for my enemies or something like that. How does that saying go? Do you know it, Greg?
What?
The bridges I burn, may the bridges I burn light the way for my enemies or something. Something like that. So yeah, this looks very much like he is distancing himself. You know, I often refer to the scene in, I got to get rid of this because it's flashing all over the place. I often refer to the scene in From Dusk Till Dawn, the Quentin Tarantino movie, where Harvey Keitel is turning into a vampire and all the other vampires are like around him, and then they all just kind of stop and back away. And this is a much more dramatic exit of this. So this is, what did you call it? An airport exit? Airplane exit? Airport exit, where you have to announce your departure. So he's announcing his departure, but there's something else behind this. He's cutting it off to save his skin and regenerate as something else. This is a poor move on his part. And I think it's because he is not able to restart after his association with 45 in the last administration. So he's having a little bit of trouble kind of reigniting, I guess, mission is the word of the day, reigniting his life here. So he's trying to find some kind of collaborative organization that he can get in with. And the only way he can do that is if he gets into the fighting ring. So that's really where he's going with that. Is he telling the truth? Is Bannon telling the truth? Bannon. It's Bannon, not Banyan. Banyan?
Jerry's nemesis.
Huh?
Daniel was Jerry's nemesis. He's not the
I
comedian.
thought it was Newman.
No, that was a person.
So there's a little bit of truth. There's a little bit of falsity. There's a little bit of drama. We're still getting this seven of and this Knight of Swords. We're still getting very similar cards here. Is he telling the truth? Not necessarily, but he is using information that he has and he's kind of pushing it to the front to make it, this is a marketing thing. He's using some information to make some of the information he has look bad. So is he lying? Not necessarily. He's creatively reporting. So whatever. Hello, Gemma, my love. How are you, darling Gemma? Everybody give Gemma a round of applause. Deborah, don't worry about it. It's okay. Brian is not, no one puts Brian in the corner. So that, yeah, and I hear again, this guy, I moved to Finland after reading it was the happiest place on earth. So we're going to scroll through the news. Let me get back to the news. There's so many crazy things going on. Haiti. Who wants to talk about Haiti? Oh, Gemma, honey, I am so sorry. I had a crazy day yesterday. I started my day out with Rick Paul at 6 a.m. and then I just kept running the whole day. And I didn't even get to do any production work on my own. That's why I'm doing this live now. And then I had the worst night's sleep ever. So it was a crazy day. So I am very sorry, Gemma. I give you some flowers. I want to give you some flowers here. Everybody, can we give Gemma some flowers and some love? I can buy myself flowers. I'm sorry?
John Cena's humiliation ceremony.
Oh, I don't know if I want to start talking about that.
No.
So let's talk about Haiti. So, just to fill you guys in, I know it's not like tremendous news, but it's very interesting. So, Haiti's leader is stuck outside of the country right now. He left, and that was when the crisis started happening there. But Prime Minister Ariel Henry has said he will resign after weeks of mounting chaos. Now, this is something that they've been asking him to do. Haiti needs peace. Haiti needs stability. And so the government will leave immediately after the inauguration of the new council. They will, and they were talking about doing like a college kind of situation there. Not like college leadership, but like a college of diplomacy. So the Caribbean Community and Common Market, CARICOM, is meeting in Jamaica. They met yesterday and agreed to set up a transitional council to lay the foundation for elections in Haiti. The images, if you're going to go look up what's going on in Haiti, are pretty brutal. So be warned. There's a lot of bloodshed. There's a lot of chaos. They can't even go and collect the fallen people. I'm just putting it that way, that are still in the streets. Really, some of the footage is really upsetting. I was looking at it briefly, probably why I didn't sleep last night. So they're committing to a transitional government, which will pave the way for a peaceful transition of power. CARICOM chairman Irfan Ali is very much in favor of this. Henri was in Kenya, and they were signing an agreement to get 1,000 Kenyan police officers to the Caribbean. nation to restore security situation, which the government has lost control. He was unable to return to Haiti as the security situation deteriorated. They closed the airports at Port-au-Prince. He's been in Puerto Rico since last week. And the United States is contributing $300 million to the Kenyan-led multinational security mission. Anthony Blinken, our Secretary of State here in the United States, announced that we're also sending an additional $33 million in humanitarian assistance for the people of Haiti. So this is quite the dramatic change of events. Oh my goodness, TD, that's right. You do have a sister-in-law that works there. So okay, yeah, unhide. Can I unhide Brian? I think I can do it. Let me go over and see if I can. Brian, let's see if we can fix you. I will fix you. Come on, let me view my channel. All right, guys, I might get double feed here just for a second. I get a mute. And Brian Hain. Unhide. Brian, say something. I unhid you. You should be, and you know what, Brian? I'm going to add you as a moderator. How about that? I made you a moderator. So, yes, you're unhidden, Brian, but comment again because you're going to have a, Brian got a wrench. Yay! If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. So, Brian and I go way back. I trust him. I trust him to mod out there. So, you're a mod. That means you have to wear like a beret. Yes, you have to cut your hair like the Beatles. Get out of my head, dude. So, Deborah, don't worry about it. Your dog is not stupid. How's your dog feeling? Let us know. And Tal King, new here. Everybody say hi to Tal. We're having some fun. We're talking about Haiti. So, let me get back. I know, exactly. How are we having fun talking about Haiti? So let's take a look at Ariel Henry. What's going to happen with Ariel Henry? What's going to happen with him? This is hot news, guys. And I do have a hard stop in 15 minutes. Oh, wait, Tal King, what are you doing? What book? What? Yeah, you'd love to have me in a book. What? Yeah, but okay. I don't know what that means, but okay. I say yes to anything. That's how Gregopedia got married to me. I'm sorry. I'm not taking the piss out of you, Greg. Are you not speaking now? Whatever. Hi, Prima. So this is for Henri or Ariel Henry. I don't know if they say it Henry or if they say Henri. Haiti is French, so there we go. They are Creole. Yes. Thank you for splitting hairs. Is anyone else going to? Does anyone else want to split a hair with me today? I'm sick of splitting hairs. I'm not splitting hairs anymore. So the judgment is going to be very skewed on him. This is especially within the country, but he is willing to split off and leave his country, which is pretty wild. This is he's kind of like, all right, whatever, I'm just going to throw myself to the wind. I don't know if he's going to stay in Puerto Rico, but I don't think that people are going to be very, very happy about this. I think they're going to want to get him back there and try him for something. So is he going to be exiled out of his country forever and anon? Yes. Is he going to do that? Yes. He's not going to return. Yeah. Hi, Samantha. He knows it's going to be too dangerous there. So, and he'll be happy living abroad. So there it is. He's not going to maintain any kind of power. He's just going to be out of the situation. So let's see who's the guy with the name Barbecue. His nickname is Barbecue. So let me get in there. Jimmy Barbecue. Cherizier. It's Cherizier. I think is how we say it. So how is Jimmy the Barbecue going to do? He took credit for the attack and said the jailbreak was an attempt to overthrow. Well, let me go back up. So Haiti's government has been under a state of emergency. Again, this is from what did I say? Newsweek. Haiti's government has been under a state of emergency since groups attacked the country's largest prison in Port-au-Prince earlier this month, killing and injuring police and prison staff and allowing for some 3,500 inmates to escape. Now, there were two. What's that?
Was Thin Lizzy involved?
I don't think Thin Lizzy was involved. They're Irish. They're Irish. What?
No.
They're Irish. So, one gang leader, Jimmy Barbecue Cherizier, who I would like to stress is a former police officer in Haiti. He is, and I'm not trying to say that, you know, he's a good guy or anything, but I think he is being presented as a gang leader, not oh, Tal, your book for Johnny Depp. Oh, that's great. Yes, I will contribute if you want me to send something over. I'm sorry. I did not sleep last night. I had about like an hour and a half of sleep. I had a hugely long day and I went to the gym and I worked out and I really thought that I was going to be exhausted and hit the sack and I was tired. I went to bed and I sat there like, with one eye open the whole time. It was I rebuffed my husband's attempt for Congress. He just said, he said I pushed him away with all four limbs. I have no recollection of this. So too much information. So now everyone knows our personal life. So I'll make it up to you. So let's see how Jimmy Barbecue Cherizier is going to make out after this. Perhaps my mods should censure me right now. So Jimmy the Barbecue, right now he's tenuous control on power there, but that looks like that's going to change. It looks like he is going to gain some kind of control of the country. It's a bit of a wild control, but I think that is due to the political climate that's going on in Haiti right now. This is a very interesting kind of look. So one gang leader, Jimmy Barbecue Cherizier, took credit for the attack and said the jailbreak was an attempt to overthrow Henri's government. If Ariel Henry does not step down, if the international community continues to support Ariel Henry, this will lead us directly into a civil war that will end in genocide. Sherazade told Reuters in Port-au-Prince last week. Gangs now control 80% of Haiti's capital, according to the United Nations estimates, and continue to fight for the rest. While Henri was out of the country, gangs lay siege to the country's main airport to prevent his safe return. The chaos has forced tens of thousands to flee their homes, adding to the more than 300,000 already displaced by gang violence. While security has deteriorated in recent months, Haiti has for years suffered from chronic violence, political crisis, drought, leaving some 5.5 million Haitians, about half the population, in need of humanitarian assistance. So about 1 million Haitian children are out of school, making those who live in gang-controlled areas prey to being recruited. The country has been racked by cholera epidemic that broke out in 2022. Cholera, not like Ricola. So, but wait, there's more. There's no realistic alternative available to prevent chaos there. So, oof, yikes. I can't read that part. Okay. Yeah, there's some anecdotal stories about what's going on with people and how they are forcing people to join the gang. So our Jimmy the Barbecue guy, which is a disturbing nickname, crazy nickname. So the control that he will have will be somewhat reactionary, but it's going to be difficult because of the conditions that are in place now. But I do think that he is looked at as a leader. I do think that once they can simmer some of this down, this was once upon a dream. Once they simmer it down, there's going to be a respite time of control and calm. I think they're going to clamp down and really, get things to an easy position. But is the leadership going to be beneficial and quality leadership? I'm not quite sure. So does not look like it. I'm just going to look here and we're going to go back. So yeah, I think, and with this Five of Pentacles in reverse, I think we're looking at the tradition that's going to continue, a little bit of a chaos tradition there. So it is 2:37. So I think I am going to take leave of you guys, but I do think I'm going to come back a little bit later on tonight. So if you are in the time zone that could benefit from that, I'm going to fix my hair because I'm not loving how my hair looks. It's too silky. I know people like to straighten their hair. I'm one of those people. I have the benefit of like super, super straight hair. And I definitely need to kind of give it a little bit of life. Otherwise, it just kind of hangs there like I'm sleeping. All right, guys. So everybody have a great couple of hours. I'm going to run out to an appointment with my superhero drummer, and I will probably be back in a little while. So keep an eye out for the next live. And yeah, maybe I'll do it too hot for YouTube. So, oh, yes, Tall King. Yes. So, yeah, sit tight. So we will be back in a little while. Thanks so much for being here, guys. Have a great afternoon.